Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I'm going to talk about some breaking news that happened in the middle of the night out of Chicago, Illinois. Shout out Chicago, in which there was a mass shooting right next to a church at supposedly a post-graduation house party, in which it was a large gathering of teenagers. For some odd reason, police were on the scene, and that's key. Police were on the scene trying to disperse the crowd when a car came by and performed a drive-by shooting with police out there shooting 7 teens, and all age from the age of 17 to 19 years old, sending them to the hospital and before speeding off. It's wild out here. People don't care about law and authority no more. Damn sure don't care about order. Those with chaotic natures do chaotic things, and this is just another situation of that. Something got to be done with these punishments, with these folks doing whatever they want out here in the street. Nobody fears authority no more. This is what they know so far. Pay attention to the second video I'll show you guys, where the priest that's in that church, where this happened there, listen closely to what he say. A lot of it makes sense. Check it out.
The south side, a mass shooting has sent 7 teenagers to hospitals. This happened in Chicago's Auburn Gresham neighborhood near St.SabinaChurch. Witnesses say there were hundreds of young people gathered on the street at the time. Asal Rezai live for us now at UChicago Medical Center, where some of those victims were taken. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, Chicago police confirming 7 people were shot in total. Their ages between 17 and 19 years old. We know at least 3 of them were brought here to this emergency room. Father Flager, the well-known pastor of St.SabinaChurch, says the crowd of young people were at an after-prom gathering at a house just near the church. Here's video of the scene. You can see people being taken away on stretchers, multiple CFD ambulances on scene with at least a dozen Chicago police cars. This video captured around 2:15 this morning. This is on West 78th Street between Troop and Racine. At one point, we saw over 40 evidence markers on the ground there. Police say they were already there trying to disperse a large gathering of people when a car drove by and began shooting at the crowd before driving away. 7 people shot, 3 17-year-olds, all shot in the leg. 1 also shot in the back. 3 18-year-olds were also shot in the leg. 1 also in the chest. Police say a 19-year-old was shot in the leg and arm. Everyone was taken to area hospitals in fair condition except for that 18-year-old that was shot in the chest as well as the leg. He is in serious condition. Here's what we heard from a witness at the scene. Take a listen.
I was out here when the gunshots rang out, when the kids dispersed, and the police still had to get children to leave, even after they heard the gunshots.
And we did hear frustrated police officers over police radio as they were having a hard time dispersing that crowd. We know this morning their investigation is ongoing, and so far they've made no arrests. I'm live at University of Chicago Medical Center. Asal Rezai, CBS News Chicago.
Breaking news from overnight, a mass shooting near St.SabinaChurch leaves 7 teenagers injured. This happened just before 2 o'clock this morning at 78th and South Racine. That's in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Police say those injured range in age from 17 to 19, all but 1 in fair condition. That other victim, the 7th, is in serious condition. Officers say someone in a car drove past a large group outside and opened fire. Here's what a witness had to say.
It hurts my spirit. I actually live across the street, right here, across from the parish. I've been under Father Flager for 8 years. My husband is armor bearer, and I love that man. So it hurt my spirit.
We're working with police on what led up to this shooting, but first this morning, as those details do start to filter in, let's talk live with Father Michael Flager, the head of St. Sabina and a community activist for decades against just this, gun violence. Good morning to you, Father.
Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you?
It's been a very long night for you. I'm sorry that this happened in general. I'm sorry this happened so close to the church. Just tell us what you know this morning.
Well, there was an after prom party that was going on at a house, and I think social media, people put it out. You know, more and more people, I guess, kept coming. And then it's out in the street. There was lots of people out of the street, and then a drive-by came by and shot him. And I'm just so angry and so disgusted. This is not what happened last night. Is not something you can stop by snap curfews, jobs, programming, police. We have every kind of program in the world out here. Mm-hmm. 7 days a week we're going. We have 400 people going to be in jobs this summer. This is parents knowing where your kids are at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is young people making right choices. And when you see a crowd growing to over 100 people, get the hell away from it, move, leave, because unfortunately every single time something happens when there's that many people, and this is young people not having guns. And stop putting where you're at and parties going on social media. It invites the idiots. 95% of the kids are wonderful, great kids, want a future. But there's that 5% that just don't care. And they're going to drive down the street in this car, like what happened last night, and just shoot at the group. It's just insane. It's just absolutely insane. And we're going to put up a $10,000 reward so people can call here at the church or call the police. I want to find, this is personal to me. This is in our territory. This is on our block. This is real personal. I take it personal. This is an attack not only on the kids you shot, on St. Sabina, and on me. And I want to know who did it.
What did your night look like? Did you hear the shots? Did you know that the party was going on?
I heard something. I wasn't sure, but it woke me up, and then I got a call on my phone right away from a neighbor and said there were shots fired. So I just got dressed and I was out in the street, from 2 to about 4:30 this morning.
You have, like you mentioned, you have so many programs there. You're doing stuff every day. You've worked for decades on this work. Were any of your parishioners, were any of these kiddos yours?
I hope not. Not that I'm aware of. I know that we're not. The ones who were having the after school, after prom party was not from St. Sabina. I'm not aware of any of them from the parishioners here, but, they tell me there were kids from south suburbs, from all over that were involved. I mean, when you put that stuff on social media, unfortunately, these days, you can't do that because people come from all over. Some just want to be at a party, and then some want to come to do crazy things like shooting. Mm-hmm. And what's in your mind? These are kids celebrating their prom, getting ready for graduation. These are kids trying to have a good time at the end of their year, and some idiot's going to come by here and shoot at it and turn a happy, proud event into a mass shooting where 7 people get shot. It's absolutely unacceptable. And I'm praying for the 7 people that are well and the one serious person, and praying for the kids who are traumatized just seeing it. Mm-hmm. But this has to stop.
What do you do now,
Young
Father?
people got to make right choices. Parents, know where your kids are. Mm-hmm. Stop putting stuff on social media and stop carrying guns every place you go.
I have a feeling I know the answer to this, but does this bring you down, or does it ignite you even more?
Right now, it's got me down. Right now, it's got me really angry, Elizabeth. It's got me really disgusted and disappointed. They know what we stand for. And so to come over this close to St. Sabina and do something like this is just unacceptable anywhere. But I mean, like I say, for me, this is very personal.
Well, Father Michael Feiger, the head of St.SabinaChurch, we appreciate what you do, and our thoughts and prayers are with those that were injured, the 7 teenagers that were 17 to 19 years old overnight, and we hope you get some rest today. And again, thoughts are with those involved. Thank you, Father.
Thanks, Elizabeth.